Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Farming Simulator 22, and this is Farm Production by OmaTana. 11.92 megabytes to download. This for all platforms, and I am on PS5 here on my test map on Rock Crawl by Alien Jim. Now, this pack is no exception to what is expected from some of OmaTana or all of OmaTana's mods, and it is, well, without exception, exceptional. So there are 4 placeables in this pack, and to try to keep everything coherent and straight, we will consider them one at a time because well, there's a lot to go through, and some of it's going to be somewhat brief because I could literally spend over an hour on this pack easily. So we're going to start with this silo here. Now the silo is going to be found under silos, and here it is, a silo wood. So it is quite familiar. This is something that OmaTana has put out in other packs or by itself. Now $30,000 to place, 10 million liters of actually it's a multi-fruit, so it's liquids and solids. We'll show that. However, if we go left and right on the D-pad, we have our choice of several different colors, so anything to match your farm for sure. Lots of different colors to choose from, and so there it is. Now looks very typical of a silo. Let's hop into our trailer here, and we will show some of the items that this will contain. So I got some wheat in there already. We'll show that in a minute. Barley, oats, all the grains and root crops, seeds, TMR, forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, salt, sugar, lime, pig food, stones, mineral feed, manure, fertilizer, and then back to wheat. So let's see how fast this fills up. Pretty standard fill rate, I would say, for a silo. So you can see there that's the speed at which it fills up. Input right here. So pretty typical, pretty standard, works very good. So there. So let's hop into a tanker. It does hold liquids. Let's go with the 82 Studio TLX tanker. But both of these do work. These are the same tankers I use on my test map on every video practically. So there we go. We start filling. We got water, milk, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, diesel exhaust fluid, and back to water. So that is the silo. The silo is 4 slots on console. So the next item we are going to consider is this. This is a buying silo, or a will it tell me in the information? No. So this is going to be found under containers, just next to the multi-fruit buying station. This is the animal food buying station by OmaTana. Like I said, 4 slots, $10,000. It too has a choice of colors by pressing left or right on the D-pad, and you can choose whatever color you want. Now, first of all, let's see what we can buy. We can hop into our trailer here, and so as we pull forward, the trigger pops up. So we can buy wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybean, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, seeds, TMR, silage, grass, solid fertilizer, lime, pig food, straw, mineral feed, hay, manure, and back to wheat. So those are the solid products that you can buy. Now we're going to do a little bit of a price test in a moment, but let's hop into our tanker and see if any liquids pop up I think there are some liquids we can buy. There we go. Start filling. So what can we buy? Herbicide, water, liquid fertilizer, slurry, herbicide, water. So you can buy a slurry, which is interesting because typically OmaTana's doesn't mix the slurry with the other things. So let's see. Water. Does it charge for water? No, it does not. So again, along the vein of OmaTana's mods, they do not charge for water. Right. So prices. Let's do a little cost comparison here. Let's hop into, we have a little Mahindra Retriever, and we're going to do a little price test here. I've done this before, so I kind of know what to expect, but let's just fill it with, let's go with solid fertilizer. So there we go, $736, which is, if you pretty much double that, it's pretty close to base game price for fertilizer, $736. So we will dump that out. And we go over to buy anything spot where I know it's 30% off. If I get under the trigger, there we go. Oh, it's not going to let me buy in. Oh, that's odd. So this one's 25% off. There we go. Solid fertilizer, 552. So you see the price difference between a 25% off and the OmaTana buy anything, or the animal feed. So it is going to be, except for the water, going to be base price as far as I can tell, mostly, or at least close to base game prices for buying there. So the next section of the video, we're going to talk about one of the productions. Alright, so the next placeable in this pack is Farm Production, and this you will find under Productions. And away we go over here. Here it is, Farm Production, $20,000. This is 19 slots on console. Now 19 slots, it seems like, well, it's quite the small little place for 19 slots. We also have the color options like the others, a plethora, cornucopia of color options. Now, before we talk about anything else, let's go inside, because there is something a little special inside here that you can do. You can prepare dough. Let's press that. Oh, prepare dough again. Oh, okay, looks like, okay, so then we can go to bake. There we go. Now this isn't this doesn't actually do anything in the productions. It is purely just something you can play around with, actually. I don't think anything shows up anywhere, or does it? It doesn't affect what the productions do. It's just a little bit of an animation in there, so just kind of thought I'd throw that in there. It was kind of cute. Right, okay, so this is by all means a factory. Here is the little wrenchy thing, manage production point. Input goes here, and pallets get spawned here. Let's have a look-see at what we got here. And we have a extensive list of products we can make. Oh, not that one. Not those. Those are the other ones. This is the farm production. Flour, bread, cake, sugar beet sugar, raisins, grape juice, sunflower, canola, and olive oil, cereal, butter, cheese, fabric, wool, and fabric cotton, and clothes. Yes, all of these items can be produced in this particular factory. Input amounts, looks like about 50,000. I only filled 2 of them because it would have took me all day to fill them all. And well, that pretty much gives you an idea of what capacities for input materials. As for speed, we have wheat flour 2,400 cycles per month at output of 4, and if we go to the barley, it's 480 cycles a month at 23 liters per cycle, and it kind of changes around with there depending on what you're putting in. So you're going to see a various amounts and various types of production speeds and so forth. I have only got wheat and grapes. We're going to turn on the grape juice and see what that how that goes, and we're going to turn on the wheat flour and see what the output what you can expect. As for the rest, you can kind of do a little bit of a extrapolation. This one's pretty simple, 1,440 liters per month. You're only going 2 in and 1 out, so that's pretty simple there. So pretty much the formula is cycles per month times what your output, your recipe output is. So olive oil, you're going to get 1,200 liters per month. Canola oil and sunflower oil, 2,400 liters per month. So this is all going to pop out on a skid here, and so we're going to go for a sleep and let it run for a month, and we're going to see what happens with this one. So we'll see in a bit. All right, so this result is what much more expected result that I would have that I expected, and we have 239, or very close to 240,000 liters of silage right here. There it is, 239, and the recipe was 240 cycles at 1,000 per cycle, so that adds up right there. So I'm not sure what happened with the other one, but that's very expected. So that's what you can expect after a month. Very nice. And as you can see, it's chugging away still. So input and output. What I do like about this, and is one of my kind of pet peeves about factories, is we can pull out the straw that we have in there. So we got 1.7 million liters of straw. We can pull it out if we want. Let's get some out. I put too much in there. I want it out. I want it back. Right. So we can take out the input materials. That's pretty cool. So I will show you now where it goes in. I'll just put it back in. Very nice. There we go. So works very good there. Let's go take a look at our silage. There we go. Silage, our loading speed is pretty standard for base game silo type speed, I think. Maybe a little faster than that. Nothing overly fast, but still, it's still doable. Right, so we can put it back in too again because, we're gonna, there we go. Now, because it does make TMR, so you can put input materials in there to make TMR if you don't want it. Yeah, it's very, very user-friendly for sure. Right, so we got, let's check out to see if we can auto-load. Yes, there we go. So the pallets auto-load very nicely. Now, one thing to note, you can fill. There's the input area I showed right there. You can fill the input area with these global transport bags, but the global transport bags don't work for the other two, for the silo and the farm feed, animal food silo. For some reason, I couldn't get those global transport bags to like work under there, but trailers no problem at all. As you can see, let's see what our production. We let this run for another month again, so yeah, it looks like the grape juice capacity is going to be about 20,000. Maybe it's about to 10, 30,000 liters roughly. I'm not gonna take it to capacity because it's gonna be just take too long. I got too many mods to go through, but at least it gives you a bit of an idea. And if we clear off the grape juice is not accepted here. That's good to know. Anyways, it is a very small production facility, so it works very well for what it is. And as a matter of fact, this other production facility here is very nice. It's nice and compact and has a massive capacity. So I think this is really the gem of the pack, although the others are no slouch. And the silo we've had before. So, in conclusion, it again is a knocked out of the park by OmaTana with this pack. We have a little bit of everything in there. So if you if you are frugal with your memory download, it's only 11.92 megabytes. And slots are not too bad, 19 and 16 for the factories, but these two guys are 4 slots only. So it's a nice little pack. If you just want to do a little bit of everything, they do pretty much do everything. So there you have it. That's the farm production by OmaTana, 11.92 megabytes to download. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy. And remember, it's only a game. So, till next time, bye for now.